Hey guys, it's Ari Bear. So this video I'm doing in my comfy bedroom because it's 8 a.m. on a Monday and I don't have class till 3, so I get to just chill. I just did my week 7 of the Artist Way, and week 7 was all about recovering a sense of connection. And it's funny because in this week, I quite literally did everything the book was talking about, or at least it all kind of synced up that way. I didn't do it intentionally. It's like you read something and then, not that you forget about it, but it does seep into your consciousness. And then when you go to sleep, all the information that you took in and consumed without intentionally consuming just kind of goes through your head, and you start to behave differently without even trying. And I think that's how you know there's real growth happening, because if you're actively trying to change, typically you revert back to your old ways, and it's like a bigger crash. It's more explosive and messy, and emotionally you just feel like a failure. And it's like you didn't even have to try so hard. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. Just you wanting to change and grow and be better every day, that desire is you're just naturally going to, because a bad person doesn't think about how they're bad, you know? Anyways, so recovering a sense of connection. I talked a lot about listening. I always say that when I create music, it's like the song is already created, the song's already made. I'm just discovering it. I am actively in the studio or in my room or wherever, hearing these melodies. They're already out there. It's already fully created and established into a song. I'm just now, day by day, working towards that timeline. It's like uncovering a fossil that's been in the ground for what is it, 66 million years, or even 250 million years. I still can't wrap my head around that. It really blows my mind. If you really think about it, it's what do you mean? So it goes the same with music and all art, all forms of art. Everything's already there. It's just you have to quiet down and listen for it, and it'll feel right. That melody, that hook, it'll just feel right. And yeah, it's all about discovering it. You don't have to search for the lyrics and have to get something. It's already there. You just have to put it down on paper or text, whatever. So yeah, it's I like to see my ideas as a stream. I love to think of water. It's such a strong element to begin with, but I think there's just this stream of consciousness, of ideas, and it's this beautiful flow of water that goes, I don't know if it's down my whole body, I don't know, it's just everywhere. I feel like it's everywhere. And you can fight against the stream, go against the current, but why would you? Just go down the lazy river with a tube. It's chill, or go down the escalator. Don't try to go up it. I know we've all tried that before, but it just takes longer. So perfectionism was another thing that was highly talked about, and it's it says perfectionism is a refusal to let yourself move ahead, because you're trying to get it right before you even have it in front of you to even see what it is. And it's not fair to you, or it's not fair to anyone. Why are you trying to be perfect? No one's perfect. Why do you think you have the right to just be perfect. No, no one gets that. And I had a pretty big problem with perfectionism, so I can say this. Um, I do feel that when it comes to my art, I've gotten a lot better at not trying to be perfect. You know, when it comes to lyrics, I'm a very big songwriter, so sometimes I try to figure out the perfect like rhyme when I've now realized I could just put all the words that I think would sound good and like type them out or whatever, because sometimes it's easier if you're just like doing a rough draft to just type, and then I can decide. Perfectionism usually comes into play in like my daily mundane things that I do, like cleaning. If I start to clean my room, I need to finish cleaning my room. And I don't know if that's like OCD or something. I'm not trying to self-diagnose myself, but yeah, I definitely, and I don't clean my room like, I'm not like on top of that all the time. It's just like clothes and stuff. I'm like looking at my room. But yeah, once I start, I need it to be perfect, and I need it to be exactly how I like first moved in. And same with like cooking. You know, I have a routine when it comes to cooking, and I feel like perfectionism does come into play. And I feel that when I teach my roommate or anyone how to cook a meal that like I know I've done a million times, so I'm like letting them do it their way as well, because my way is not the perfect way. It's just something I do. And yeah, I'm doing a project right now for my class. I'm a music student, a music major, so our project this week is just doing a rough first draft of a song. And I'm like really trying to tell myself, like, okay, you know, it doesn't have to be complete and perfect and amazing, but I want it to be. And so I'm just telling myself, like, you know what? It's due today, actually, so I don't even have the time to make it perfect. So that's great. Maybe procrastination does help with beating perfectionism. Yeah, and then risks. Taking risks, because, you know, in order to do something well, you have to do it badly first. Or you just have to do it. It may not even be bad. You just don't even know because you haven't taken the risk. So, yeah, take that risk. You haven't lived that unlived life, so you can't say or do anything about it. Like, why not be curious enough to try? I think curiosity is a huge thing as an artist, because that's how you actively keep initiating things to move forward and getting things done, or just getting things started. And you just need to take that first step. So taking risks, I think, really came into play because I actually have been talking about starting a band of my own, and then my coworker, his boyfriend, wants to be in a band as well. I was like, oh my god, this is a crazy perfect timing, because, and that is perfect. That's very divine timing. Like, now I'm actively looking for bandmates, and it's a process that I haven't done before, but I'm taking the risk, and I love it, and it's exciting, and it's hard work because I have a very busy schedule. But yeah, and another risk is I'm looking for another job at the moment because I'm not making enough money with how much I'm spending, and that even goes with like how far my job is, so it's like gas. And then there was a job opening like right in front of my house for somewhere else, so I'm just like, this is perfect. That is perfect. So yeah, there's just little risks going on. I am working on a song release right now. my very own, my very first song release. So I'm very excited for that. I don't have a release date yet, but I do have a lot in the works for it, and it'll be really exciting, very fun. And it's all because I daydream. It's all because I write about these things, and it's like, I really do think this book, like this book has pushed me and motivated me in a way where it feels so natural to do it. And I love that about it. I don't know if it's the way it's written. I don't know if it's the way the exercises are laid out. I don't know, but there's something that's moved out of the way for me to feel comfortable to start taking initiative of my own life. And that's not easy to do when you've been conditioned to listen to other people all the time and, you know, grow up, go to your room, you know, don't cry in front of me. It's like a really big deal, actually, when you start actively working on yourself like this and you feel the results and you see them, and, you know, it hurts because there's people you thought that would be in your life forever, or you wanted them to be, and then all of a sudden it's like God or the universe is like waving them out as well, because it's not part of your plan, your big plan that you have. Even if it's a daydream, it's like that's what you want and that's what you can have. So you have to believe that there's just angels all around that want the same thing for you, and they want it more for you than you want it for yourself. Because as a human in this world, we live in the 3D, we live in the materialistic world. We want the things that we either can't have or think we can't have. So we see it as like this like huge dream, and it's like so far out of reach. But when we start to get the things that we have desired for so long, we forgot that that means losing things and people from our daily lives that we're supposed to remain daily. And it's all about acceptance, I think. It's hard to find light in it sometimes, but, you know, love doesn't go away. You keep having love within yourself, and then you keep finding love in other people and places and things. And when a dog goes up to you and wants to lick your lick your hand, and when you try new foods and like the chef is excited to ask how you enjoyed it, it's like they made that with love. Like there's just love all around, and there's more to life. So you gotta be curious and seek that out. And yeah, I don't know. I feel really good with where I'm at right now. And I feel like everything's coming together slowly but surely. And I think soon it'll feel like a blink of an eye. Like it all just took 1 second. And then I'm gonna be like 26, which I'm excited for. So we'll see. Love you. Have a great day.